something else you're trying to capitalize on is Bobby Knight is out at Texas Tech, and you guys are going to make a pitch to make him the head coach in TNA. And of course, the Texas Tech PR staff picks it up over the weekend. I guess you guys wanted him to tape a message for a future Impact broadcast, and it was shot down. And you were quoted as saying, "Well, we had to give it a shot." What was it? What would have been the idea? Just anything to get some mainstream attention, or did you have a real creative idea?
No, it's just a simple PR stunt. Ross Foreman, a graduate. He was. Ross goes back to the WCW days in publicity. He worked for TNA for many years. He still works for Impact Wrestling at Anthem in publicity. He is a University of Indiana graduate. He took a class or classes from Coach Knight, knew him personally. And so this was a tongue-in-cheek, but Bobby Knight was in the headlines. One of the most famous college basketball coaches, one of the winningest college basketball coaches. But most importantly in this scenario is Bobby could cut her. If there is a college coach that's kind of tailor-made for professional wrestling, it's Bobby. He's thrown chairs across courts. He's gotten technicals. He's made outlandish press conferences go down. He's very articulate. Either you love Bobby or you hated Bobby. So he's a wrestling character without trying to be a wrestling character. So it was a publicity stunt just to get a little traction. But again, fighting for market share and trying to just get the awareness of the company. People, that's another thing that I had this conversation not long ago talking about how to go to partners, TBS and TNT and even just the entire Warner Brothers Discovery, and that's just not a domestic U.S. company. It's a global company, just how powerful they are. No disrespect to Spike because they were a great partner. They weren't even their number one network in their family. They had MTV. So it was a challenge. And, I've said this many, many times, being on Spike 2 hours great, but it just wasn't in the stratosphere that a TBS, TNT, or USA is or were.